Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another exciting, innovating, and amazing Propagandacast with me, host Imperial Dane, the one and only Master Propaganda, heroes like Defender of the Fatherland, Officer 1v1 on Villa Fiore. In the north, it is Elven Gold fighting for the Deutsches Afrika, the German army, here with the 15th Panzer Grenadier Division with a Bessieri bike opening coming to those Italian combined arms. In the southeast, it is Orangepest, a pest so orange that Trump supposedly is trying to push tariffs against him for being too orange and stealing his image. With the double sapper and Australian defense opening, but in a surprise twist, isn't actually going for Australians right off the bat. And Orangepest has been sipping from the same orange soda that Red Wings and other such people are drinking from. So, bikes heading northwards, Bessieri heading towards the fuel point, Pantapino at the centre. We got an aggressive push, and certainly from Orangepest, an unusual push here with an Australian defense. But again, no Australians. I don't know what's up with that. As always, though, big hearty thanks to my Patreon supporters to continue heroic and absolutely majestic support of the Propagandacast. Keeps the Propagandacast running. And a big thanks to keep commenting and liking on the videos. Helped out immensely with the YouTube algorithms and keeping the cat biting off my fingers. So, we're racing out here. Dingo out there for Orangepest. Light British reconnaissance vehicle with a little Bren gun there mounted in it. Straight ahead with the Panzer Pioneer, of course, Orangepest leveraging the durability and the firepower in the early game with speed to pressure here, Elven Gold, and trying to keep it in the back foot. We got more Bessieri out there. Rushing out there with their Kakano bolt action rifle, Panzer Pioneer rushing for the Villa here, trying to get into cover here, away from where the Dinko can't easily just push at them. Ground the point here with the bike, sections on there for Orangepest, so skipping so far entirely the Australians. Which is interesting to see, particularly since he went for it against, like, the DAK. Maybe he wants the 2-pounder guns and some other bits out of the battle group. It's certainly interesting there. Very unusual. That does make it bad. It does makes it quite interesting trying to figure out what exactly is the methodology here behind Orangepest choices here. Or is he just, making up things to confuse me, like knowing I might observe this man. Just go, okay, I'm going to screw with that, Dane. Because that ultimately lies at the heart of every Swede, just like it lies at the heart of every Dane to mess with the Swedes. So anyways, Ding withdrawing in the face of the Bessieri, taking heavy losses. Just to get popped like glasses of, bottles of marinara there. Another section there for Orangepest. South side here, we got the sappers pushing forwards there for Orangepest. We got the Light Support Company out of Elven Gold. Mines being laid down here, the classic Schützenminus-45, a mine that was, amongst other things, unique in that was actually made large out of wood and other non-metallic materials, so it was very difficult to spot with minesweepers, to the point they'd actually start using dogs to find mines instead. Fun fact there. Straight for the fuel point here, Orangepest, of course, knowing it's all about that fuel. And of course, wants to harass his opponent's fuel economy. So thumbs up there. Not quite the linear thinker there, like some players will absolutely insist on grabbing the points in a linear fashion. You grab this point, then you grab this point. Orangepest, of course, being a more advanced player, knows you can actually ignore those points and just go straight for the points that really matter. So thumbs up to Orangepest here. Almost had the bike to Sten guns somehow, managing it's like just almost destroyed. It's got like one health point. He actually moves it back. That is insane. And yeah, it goes down there. That feels like that could have been avoided there by Elven Gold. But too late for that now. Sappers pushing up here up north here. German troops advancing. Well, Italian troops got a third squad of Bessieri. We got the bolts out here as well for Elven Gold. Plus an MG34 team here. Bring up the Maschinengewehr 34. As the Italians keep charging forwards there. Grabbing the point here in the east. The Bessieri is probably the closest you'd come to like a German or Italian equivalent to the German Panzer Grenadier. It is worth noting that they didn't really have the concept, essentially, like, really motorized infantry divisions like the Germans did. Partly they just didn't have the logistics. Of course, the Germans at times would force them to do that, but definitely struggled to get there. Partly again, some just couldn't produce enough trucks. But again, they would, in one case, like for some of the Eastern Front, they basically, like, had two sort of semi-motorized divisions. The Germans said, to hell with that, force the Italians, like, just motorize one of the divisions entirely. Up north here, Bessier pushed back by the Dingo and the Sappers here. You can see there, Elven Gold definitely intent on getting some pressure in there on Orangepest. More Bessier could possibly hammer the Gold, could also just take up there. Grenades going off here, medic station there for Orangepest, triple section, double Sappers, and a Dingo. Victory points wise, not really much of a difference there so far, though we do see Elven Gold with a tiny lead here on Orangepest. Minuscule almost. And the flak-filling half-track here, Elven Gold, for the most part, staying pretty true to the most typical DAK meta choices. A lot of Bessieri, bike, machine gun, flak-filling half-track. Nothing that, you know, like, you're going to read like you may go, what is he up to? In many ways, I mean, Orangepest is also like fairly standard choices. It's just, he went for Australian defense, which is a bit, you know, the head-scratcher here for now. But again, it might be because, like, you know, he wants the 2-pounder gun in case he needs to, like, quickly bring in some anti-tank weapons, so that way he doesn't have to, like, necessarily upgrade his sections with anti-tank rifles if he can avoid it, because the 2-pounder gun is a very handy, like, anti-tank weapon. It's flexible, and its ability to, like, just, you know, slightly, you know, mess with even, like, medium-heavy armor with its veterancy ability definitely provides it with some utility that, like, you know, other light anti-tank weapons can't quite match. Like, even the, you know, heavy guns can't quite pull off the same thing. So, there's a certain logic to it out of Orangepest. We got the flak-filling rushing in, clearly fearless in the face of Orangepest. There we go, 2-pounder gun up, platoon command post happening. In the south here, Bessieri met with 2 sections, the Lee Enfield Mark IVs, rapidly routing the Bessieri as they're absolutely not prepared for such British marksmanship and well-designed British rifles. Got the 2-pounder gun out here. And there you go, Sappers pushed out. But ultimately, I believe actually see more service in the Pacific than it would in Europe. As well, they quickly moved on to bigger guns as needed there. But in the Pacific, the lighter nature of the anti-tank gun and the fact, you know, it's, you know, a lot of not easily manageable terrain for bigger anti-tank guns made it much more popular there, if I remember correctly.
Point lost. The enemy has control.
So, little fun fact there. That's not to say light anti-tanks wouldn't see any service for some in the European theatre. For example, the Soviets kept using the M42, 45mm anti-tank gun towards the end of the war. In fact, they even lost one recently in Ukraine, the Russians. Yeah, you heard that correctly. And of course, the Germans used the Pak-36 due to a lack of, well, bigger anti-tank guns at times. But they at least try and, like, you know, give a shaped charge with, like, stuff at the end of it to, like, you know, fire at close range. So, some fun facts there about anti-tank guns. Anyways, Pack 40 out there for Mr. Elven Gold. The Pack 38, not Pack 40. Section of the flak feeling, Dingo racing in. Pack 38 up here, is going to score a good hit on the Dingo. Except it misses! Jolly good show. Fritz, you're supposed to aim at it, not besides it. Oh, sorry. Where did he even learn to shoot? Baden, Baden. Do they have schools over there? 9, as that explains it. Up north here, pushing forward to the Panzer Pioneer. Bessier routed Sappers. Sections moving in. 2-pounder gun there. Slowly advancing. And we got Stu. It's briefly considered Orangepest, but something holds him back. Perhaps they can just take up and, you know, push for the company command post. We'll have to see. Orangepest, they're bringing from the south. We got the Bredas unlocked there for Elven Gold. The Breda Modello 30.
Report just in. The ability is ready.
Section moving forwards there. Sappers holding up. Bessier moving in. Almost got the cutoff point there. Fuel point almost used as well by the section. Orangepest doing a good job to keep his opponent off balance. And there goes second 2-pounder gun out there. Plus team weapon training. Definitely looking to get a bit more boost there out of the 2-pounder guns. So training, I believe, also increases the penetration, and they have a good rate of fire. So again, might not be, like, amazing, but again, when you combine that with the veterans well, they can still be fairly annoying if you get, like, a good number of them going. There's a certain logic to going for the 2-pounder guns like that here out of Orangepest. It's certainly not something I'd recommend to everyone. So we'll have to see what happens next. I mean, Elven Gold likely is going to go here for the Panzerarmee Commando soon enough. Going for the cutoff point there, returning the favor there against Orangepest. Very good. Sizing that here. And we got the flak being hit with the 2-pounder. Dingo down, finally. Orangepest pushed it luck perhaps a bit too far there against Elven Gold, and Elven Gold was able to score a good hit here. More action up north here. Sort of steering clear of Orangepest main lines, just hitting the weaker resource points. Training as well for the infantry, thumbs up, and we do get Elven Gold. Not Elven Gold, but gold, with the Panzerarmee Commando. South side here, Bessier moving forwards. Got the Breda Modello 30 up there. One of the worst light machine guns of the war, due to many design flaws that made it fairly impractical, if not straight up prone to just breaking down. Fun fact. Apparently they were able to produce enough of them, trying to make sure that each Italian infantry squad had about 2 of them. So, little fun fact there. Got the Bren section moving forward, so quickly pushing back the Bessieri.
The ability is ready now.
So, a lot of training there for Orangepest forces. Victory points wise, Elven Gold getting a bit more now lead here Orangepest, but Orangepest definitely is not far behind. Ooh, 2-pounder guns is going some great hits in the flak failing. Pop smoke king there just to like right line of sight there from the 2-pounder guns. Good response there by Elven Gold, though he might lose the Bessieri if he's not careful. Need to get that fixed up swiftly. 250 half-track sneaking forwards. MG34 more here for Elven Gold, even with the Panzerarmee Commando up. Not that he can really build anything with manpower from that one, by the way. It's not like he gets an elite infantry unit he can train there. Not like a super Panzer Grenadier or something like that.
A new battle group ability is yours to use.
And we got the logistics abilities there out of the Australian defense for the truck and with the cheaper caches. Elven Gold going straight for armored reserves. Lightly aiming at a Panzer IV. I mean, he could go straight for the Tiger tank, but the situation as it currently is, I think that would be a bit of a questionable choice here out of Elven Gold versus Orangepest. Simply put, too much opportunity cost here versus opponent, and would I think Orangepest like really build up, because Orangepest comparatively is not a player that's going to like wait around for you to go for your Tiger. He's going to keep pushing, he's going to keep hitting where it hurts. That means trying to go for like a Tiger tank like that against him is going to be an exceptionally not good idea. Got Orangepest of the Vickers, which of course starts immediate Veterans 1 courtesy of the training here. So he's definitely going to leverage that training as well as he can, which of course is quite sensible. Thumbs up to that. People tend to focus most in training for the tanks and the infantry, but for some, training for your support and to get like any number of them is also very good investment there. It's good to see Orangepest doing that. Fury 94's 429 seconds pushing forward to Bessieri getting barreled down in the heavy fire. As Orangepest orders his chaps forwards. MG34, the setup here to try and counter the British advance. Not quite working out with machine gun exposed like that. It could get a bit problematic. Further south, Orangepest here trying for a flank, but it is being held down here by another bold squad of Bessieri, bravely withstanding the British advance. And up north, again, I like the way he's just constantly applying pressure up north, because Orangepest is so focused down here that, like, you know, by just sneaking up here all the time, he's kind of forcing Orangepest to split up his attention when he clearly doesn't want to. And he divert forces away that will risk losing his fuel, so say that was a pretty sharp series of movements there out of Elven Gold. He's using his 250 half-track here for healing, as he doesn't have an ambulance, worth noting there. Big move there from Orangepest, 2 seconds. We also got the company command post for him, finally moving on to the tanks on his own. Centre being seized here by the British Empire. Bessieri moving out. Got the Summerventer, got the strafing run out of Elven Gold. And we go 250 half, trying some crucial healing here for Elven Gold's forces. But he's clearly rushing for some kind of armor here. But at some point he would definitely benefit significantly from an ambulance.
The enemy has our victory points now.
North point received for the section, claiming it for the British Empire as well. The Orangepest going for a triple copy against Elven Gold. He's definitely like in control of the center for the most part now. But there you go, counter-attack out of Elven Gold. Flak filling spawn from one angle. Note the using of terrain here to make it a bit harder for Orangepest to score hits with by his 2-pounder guns. As there's a lot of walls here that, you know, can mess with the line of fire there. So thumbs up to Elven Gold. Because they're getting absolutely mauled further south. Elven Gold, they're extending the presence of the Third Reich here. Can go for a Panther 4 now. Again, he could try and go for the Tiger Tank, but that would really, I think, just be a questionable choice. As it A, needs a lot of manpower like to side, but also fuel-wise, he'd be off for a long time there. Like, we're talking about 5 more minutes of him just not doing anything significant with his economy except really reinforcing, maybe calling in a bit of infantry. And I think that'd give Orangepest way too much leeway to like really get control of the field here. So I don't think he should do that at all. That would be, again, a very bad idea. But it seems like maybe what Elven Gold is planning to do here versus Orangepest. As for Orangepest, no grants, at least not yet. I plan to go straight for Crusaders or Matildas, and then sort of transition into grants. Some players like to do that. The south here, best area they're advancing in. Quickly setting up positions here behind whatever cover they could find. No, he does thankfully call in a Panther 4 with some assault grenadiers. I mean, he could also call in the double Stoogs. But the Panther 4 definitely makes sense here. He's most up against infantry. But, you know, he's also going to be prepared against armor with the Panther 4. Plus, the assault grenadiers provide him with a bit more infantry to throw against his opponent. In the end, though, the key is he just doesn't try to hold out for the Tiger Tank. That would have been, I think, a big no-no. I think a smart move actually trying to set full flank here in this way, because there's one thing that's worth noting here. Most players tend to like focus almost exclusively on this part of the map here when it comes to the center. Like this side is kind of a bit of a blind spot, so if you're smart about it, you can actually like exploit that against your opponent. Because again, most people tend to do it like this, and so they tend to just naturally focus on this, whereas again, this kind of somehow gets hidden. It does kind of go for a flank, but you should have stuck a bit more further up north here before then swinging down there. Instead, he kind of ends up right in front of one of the anti-tank guns. Still, it does kind of work out here for him though, so thumbs up here to Elven Gold. Strafing run there, definitely whiffed though. Need to get his other stuff up with the machine gun, the Pack 13, even the flak filling thing should have rushed in here. You lost the Panther 4 here, so good start, but he didn't have enough forces behind it. The flak filling for some reason wasn't there to assist him either. Like, it was important he just had so much firepower going as, you know, swiftly as possible, and he just didn't do that, making it much easier for Orangepest to respond even with like small amount of forces to the attack. Like, had there been multiple units attacking multiple vehicles, that would have been much more difficult for Orangepest to defend with. And like, sure, he might have lost the flak filling, but I'd say Panther 4 flak filling, I'd say losing the flak filling was much more preferable to losing the Panther 4. And crucially, you could like, you know, maybe gotten 2 anti-tank guns, maybe even the Vickers here, so definitely not a good push to Elven Gold. Again, the idea was good, but the execution definitely more work. So, you know, A for effort, D minus for execution. So we'll have to see what happens next here, but that definitely could have gone significantly better. We got Orangepest there with the Archer. Clearly, just in case he gets hit with a Tiger Tank, wrecking the 2-pounder gun, that's fine. But obviously, grabbing himself could also have been a good move there for Elven Gold.
The enemy has 300 points.
So yeah, he got the send. He did, you know, take out anti-tank and such, but for Panther 4, that's not exactly a good trade-off. Oh boy, he's actually going straight for the Archer here. I was not expecting that. I mean, there's really only a flak filling, but I suppose also like it makes it harder here for like Elven Gold team to use a Panther 3 against him. That is an interesting choice here. That is an interesting choice. Taking me up with MD-34.
Victory point belongs to the enemy.
2-pounder gun scoring great here on the flak filling. Archer rolling ahead here. Well, technically rolling backwards.
We're losing a
This is
victory
basically
point.
a 17-pounder gun mounted backwards on a Valentine tank chassis. This is technically the front of it.
Reporting in.
So, bit of a fun, quick design quirk there of the Archer. We'll straight into this Pack 38 here, though. Imagine had a 2-pounder gun as well. They might be able to like quickly take out the Archer there, but I digress. Victory points wise, we can see the Orangepest is definitely zoomed ahead here off Elven Gold.
Tank destroyers are available.
Also, quick note there, the British didn't call these things tank destroyers, they called them self-propelled anti-tank guns. The British doctrine just didn't operate with tank destroyers. One of those weird British quirks. And it just, I know it's a technicality, but you want to like get really, correct on British terminology. It is a little distinction there that is worth pointing out. But again, in the big scheme of thing, obviously doesn't matter. Maybe you want to be just a bit more accurate. There you go. 17-pounder gun scores a smashing hit on the flak feeling. And down. Big blow there to Elven Gold. Pushing for the center, but some smoke here is definitely messing things up. Assault restriction 40 here. Best here about to get murdered here. In fact, he's about to lose both squads, not careful. Elven Gold really struck me now. Like, feels like just, the wheels kind of came off a bit here. After that major push there. I need a grenade here. There we go. One Red Devil. So called because they didn't always detonate correctly. When people then tried to pick it up, they then detonated. At least that's the story. Additional fun fact is they weren't actually grenades for the time, as they're known as a percussive grenade, meaning it detonated on impact. So, little fun fact there as well. In fact, none of the impact grenades in this game are impact grenades. They're all time grenades for some reason. Well, except for the rifle grenades. And Orangepest is sending about demolishing the villa. Further south here. Oh, we actually did call in some Australians. Very late to the party, though. There's a surprise twist. That was being sold by the assault grenadiers here. Slowly blasting down the villa. He may not quite be burning down the house, but he's going for the next best thing. There's the air there being grenaded. Rifle grenade goes off. Almost got the villa there. I actually think that's the first time I've seen someone actually like really making a concerted effort to knock down this villa there in the center. Like it might appear to be destroyed, but never in like such a targeted and systematic manner here that Orangepest did, like, like he was a goth willing to, burn down the Roman Empire again.
We're making progress.
North there section slowly pushing forward. Sap as well there. Stuckasserfuss halfway down there for Orangepest. Not for Orangepest, for Elven Gold. Interesting choice. I mean, obviously, most infantry and support weapons. The archer itself isn't the biggest threat here, so I can sort of see the logic here out of Elven Gold. But we'll have to see if we can make it work, though. I'd also like to point out, I'm surprised we still haven't seen like any upgrades for the Bestiary or an ambulance at this point. Like, he's got a fair amount of infantry and sitting out like several squads hit half health. He would definitely benefit from an ambulance. Archer there, bet you too. Definitely not bad either there. Far from it.
A fuel point is being overrun.
374 was on 64. Stuckasserfuss there could fire around here.
We're losing a victory point to enemy action.
Sappers, though, taken out. They even dropped the flamethrower. That wasn't too bad there for Elven Gold. Certainly a bit shocking there for Orangepest, I imagine. Alright, Nigel. Be careful with poof. Nigel! Oh, where did he go? I think he's a bit all over the place. Don't you get philosophical with me, Lawrence. No, I mean it literally. See, there's his ear. Oh. Taking them out with Brand Fire. Might want to, of course, grab that flamethrower before Orangepest get his hand on it. There's the area. Assault goes in there. Go grabbing it there. Oh, didn't grab it. Actually, you should just get out of there before losing the Bestiary. Further south, the Sabbath spotted, routed. Finally going for an ambulance there. Thumbs up to that. 374 versus 140. Got the Australians in the south here in trouble with the Bestiary. Another grenade, easily dodged.
We're losing a victory point.
Ambulance. Done here for Mr. Elven Gold.
Our victory points now.
Bestiary finding up for section in the center, machine heading slow northwards. Northern victory point sees the fact that might be heading towards another trouble capping from Orangepest against Elven Gold. That could definitely get a bit ugly there for Elven Gold. He's already far behind Orangepest in terms of the victory points now. Another Stukas was barrage. Bit more scatter shot this time around. That's not enough to get Orangepest scattered from the center there. We got the Australians as the MD-34. Heavy focus this time from Elven Gold. It's like he's almost forgotten the rest of the map there, unlike earlier.
We're taking losses. Victory point belongs to the enemy. This is how it's done. The enemy is down to 100 points.
Punch being met with sapper fire here. Got the 2-pounder gun crew. Well, he definitely should make quick to work of either destroying it or grabbing it, that's for sure. Stukas was being brought in here. No sign of any real tanks out of Orangepest. Well, he does have a big need of them at the moment, certainly wouldn't hurt either, I think. Bit tired for the Stukas boost. There we go, we do get a Crusader tank out of Orangepest. Thumbs up. That's gotta be a misclick. There's literally no reason why the rocket should be hitting me. That was weird. As either the Aquas was just... Oh, he went for a creeping barrage. Right, they have shared cooldowns. Could have been angled a bit better. You know, at least he tried. Oh dear, got a unit wiped up there. That's a small loss here for Orangepest and the British Empire. The 7th Armoured Division. More Bren guns there for Orangepest's mighty yeoman. And we actually managed to recover from Elven Gold against Orangepest. Could this be a comeback here? We'll have to see. Mines are plenty here. Still not upgrading more with Bestiary with Breeders. I feel like it's a bit of a slip here out of Elven Gold. Just a bit. Stukas was there, of course, ready to unleash another barrage. We'll have to see what follow-ups next. If Elven Gold will be Panzers. And the south push forward, straight to mine there, losing Reginald. And there you go, Crusader appearing here. Pack Fate, they're engaging, scoring a brilliant hit on the British tank. Stukas is flying towards the south here. Orangepest just retreating. Here's the rockets come crashing down. Good response here. Archie there trying to do something useful by shooting at the infantry with armor-piercing rounds. 304 versus 83 here. Elven Gold could soon go for a pentacle. We could also go for the double Stuks, like try and rush down the archers, I suppose. Probably do it, but he could. And there you go, German troops catching the Australians here by the northern victory point, but not before the Australians claim it in the name of the British Empire.
The beggars are threatening a victory point.
Of Bruce's everywhere. And the south, section going for the southern victory point. Crusader pulling back for some repairs. Another Crusader there for Orangepest.
Victory point under enemy control.
Got the Stukas hard at work there, trying to snuff out things. I do feel like trying to use against individual targets like this is definitely a bit more, you know, a risk of just being a waste of a barrage there. Like, imagine you could use it against the Vickers instead. I think they've done a lot more good. So, don't think that was a good badge. In fact, so far, both of his creeping barrages haven't exactly been effective.
A-15 Crusader is on station.
Vickers flanked here. Red Devil off. And they're actually bunched up, so they might... whatever. Good shoot bonus. Triple cap again. Sappers going in, hard punts are picking up with sections. We've got a second Crusader tank arriving, one pack ready still to deal with it. Maybe he should have grabbed some of those 2-pounder guns. Haha.
The enemy is pushing hard. We're down to 250 points.
No sign of additional armada. I mean, he could soon go for a Stu call in the Panther 4. He could also call in the Summerventer right now, though I doubt he'll do that. And there go good flank from the Strange King with their scoped Lee Enfields here. Hunting down the anti-tank gunners. Those wretched bastards. Crusader going hard at it. The Strange moving in as well. They're getting a wipe. And this is a big problem right now for Elven Gold, as he has no anti-tank weapon otherwise. He is stuffed at this point, basically. And with that, he concedes the match. And with that, it is very much decidedly game over. Nice back and forth fight. There are times I definitely think he had it, but there were some, shall we say, inefficiencies that sort of slowly kept building up, like not upgrading his bestiary, the very late, ambulance, other elements like also deciding to focus too much in the center, and then the way he lost his Panther 4 due to a bad push, I think really hurt Elven Gold. It really put him behind there, and I think really like Orangepest, I think sort of cement the match in his favor. So while it was close for a good time there, again, once the Panther 4, I think that might have been roughly around the time there. Once that Panther 4 got knocked out, I think it became much more difficult for Elven Gold to really compete with him. Again, he was so close, and particularly grabbed the 2-pounder guns. I think he'd been in a much more secure position. So some errors there, I think, that really just ended up hurting him. So hope you enjoyed this match. You learned something from it. If you did, subscribe, like, share, comment. This is Imperial LinkedIn. Cheers, and see you all tomorrow for another episode. Bye, everyone.